Okay, so hi guys, it's been a little while. It's been a long while since I actually last picked up the vlogging camera. In fact, I've never picked up this vlogging camera because it's brand new. I have had the same camera with a cracked screen for about 2 years, and enough was enough. So I don't want to make this intro too long and rambly and very Elemis, so I'm not going to. But I kind of just wanted to talk about the fact that there haven't been many vlogs up for the last, wow, like 4 or 5 months. And honestly, I've really been struggling with vlogging day to day, which is honestly the biggest first world problem, I know. But I think we all find ourselves obviously in strange circumstances right now, and every day is kind of the same day. There's just an endless monotony to it. And for that reason and various others, I just have not found the willpower or the energy to document any of that. I have actually tried to vlog about 4 or 5 times. There are these very half-hearted, half-finished vlogs sitting on my computer that just will never see the light of day. But I think now, especially, it's really what this channel is missing. And obviously, the big elephant in the room is Vlogmas. Now, this vlog is coming to you halfway through December, I realise that, so we kind of missed the boat there on that one. And I was actually thinking the other day that in my 9 or 10 years here on YouTube, I haven't ever missed Vlogmas. I don't remember a year where Vlogmas didn't happen in some way, shape or form. This year it got to the 1st of December and I feel like I just made an unconscious decision not to do it. Not only does it feel kind of strange to be, I don't know, I guess celebrating and documenting this weird time where a lot of people are in some of the worst circumstances they've ever found themselves. It's a really hard time for so many all over the world, and also a lot of the things that I like to do in December, a lot of the things that I usually vlog and make it into these videos aren't happening right now. They're just not available, they're not open. I'm trying to limit my outside goings on as much as possible. I barely leave the flat these days. I mean, not much has changed there, but it has been dramatically reduced from what it was. I've also had a really hard time feeling festive this year. It's coming now and I can feel it a little bit, but it's definitely been a slog. It's been a slow and gradual thing rather than normally at November the 1st, as soon as Halloween's over, I just get this intense Christmas joy inside of me. So all of those factors kind of combined into me thinking that Vlogmas was probably a no-go this year. But as the weeks crept on and December got going, I definitely kind of missed it. Maybe it's just a habit because it's been going on for so long, or maybe I just genuinely really enjoy it, but I missed Vlogmas, I really did. So I thought, what could I do instead? What could I do now that we're pretty much less than 2 weeks away from Christmas? I thought we could do a little Christmas countdown. So when you're watching this, it should be 12 days until the big day, and I'm just gonna do some vlogs here and there, some other videos. It won't be a daily vlog because it never is it? But I'll try and keep you guys entertained in the run up, and hopefully it will give you something to do for 10 or 20 minutes every day. So we're at 6 minutes. I think that's probably the quickest and shortest Vlogmas intro ever. I thought we would start with a little Christmas tour of maybe just this room for now. It's been a while since I updated you on any homey bits, and quite a few things have changed. I have some new furniture, one of which has just arrived today. I really want to show you my Christmas tree. Unfortunately, we have missed out on the Christmas decorating. I really waited a long time to get it up this year, which is very strange for me. I'm normally a December the 1st girl every single year, but it is up now and I'm slightly obsessed with it. Look how pretty she is. If you're not feeling that festive and you've yet to put your tree up, I highly recommend doing so immediately, because this every night just makes me feel so happy and content. We went for a pretty tall boy this year, and actually had to get a zip van to get it home because it's quite large. But nonetheless, I am obsessed. It's quite hard to show you because of the windows behind, so maybe it'll look better at night. Obviously, Christmas trees are always more glorious and twinkly when it's dark. So a few little furniture updates in here. I want to talk about this screen first because I've had quite a few comments on it from you guys. You seem quite interested. I've been wanting something to fill up this space. We're very fortunate to have super high tall ceilings in here, so these walls are quite large and expansive, and I thought about a mirror and I thought about some art. Obviously we have quite a lot going on over here. Found this on Maison du Monde. It wasn't that inexpensive. It was quite pricey, but it's really well made. It's like a wicker with this gorgeous black metal frame around it. So I'm so happy with that. And then I've also spent this morning actually assembling a new piece of furniture here. This space next to our sofa here was kind of lacking a table to put drinks and things down. So I was looking and looking for something that would fit. And I actually stumbled across this one. It was really reasonable on Amazon. It's a Klaus Olsen table. It was actually super easy to put together. No screws required. It took me about 30 seconds. So on here, I just have my lamp and some bits and bobs. This gorgeous candle, which I found on Etsy. It's like a little set of bubbles, but all stuck together. And it has this rattan at the bottom, which is lovely. I might put some different books and magazines and things like that there. Obviously we have this beautiful lead here leading to the Christmas tree, but nothing can be done about that. And then the table and the mantle, which is probably one of my favorite parts of the room, which is why I usually film here. But for the first time ever, we have stockings. We didn't have them last year because we didn't actually have any this small to hang on the fireplace. But we got these two like taupey faux fur ones from Homebase. I actually found so many Christmas decorations this year in places like Homebase and TK Maxx. Really, really affordable. These stars I found in HomeSense, and I got these adorable little trees from Amazon as well, I think. They're like a little natural bristle, but they look so cute and so simple. I also get a lot of questions about this table and the kind of assortment of things that I have on here, particularly this bowl, which is another HomeSense find. I don't know what brand it was. It's probably the best thing I've ever found on HomeSense because it's just like a real heavy, quality feeling stone bowl. And I usually kind of switch up what's in here every so often. I've got this box, which is actually something I was sent from Jo Malone recently. Some candles, how stunning. Half of a Lex pot candle, the other half of which is here because it's snapped. And then some little magazines and a coffee table book. And this, which is probably my favorite item on here, I found this little, I guess it's like a pot or a candle holder. It's a bit thick for a candle. I found this in a charity shop for £1, and it's a gorgeous yellow marble. So yeah, there's a few more little decorations. Oh, not forgetting my snow globe here as well. Okay, I think I've saved the best till last because I want to show you our new coffee table. We recently replaced our coffee table, and I found the biggest steal, the most bargainous item of the century on eBay. I can't believe I got this for what I did, considering what it is and what it's made out of. Let me show you. I'm hyping this up way too much. Are you modelling for us today? Very elegant. Thank you. Thank you. So I have been looking at these tables, they're marble tables, they're called travertine tables, I think, for months now on various different vintage websites and furniture sellers, and I managed to find this one on eBay for £150, which for a coffee table is still quite a large amount, but they can go for around about 1,000, maybe more, maybe a bit less, depending on the design, which is just a crazy amount. I think from my small amount of research, they're actually Italian, or it's an Italian marble. So this is obviously something somebody had in their house for quite a long time and were just wanting to get rid of it, and I got the steal of the century. It is heavy as well. Getting this in the back of my Fiat and then carrying it all the way, it was quite a feat. Very pleased with that. This is a gorgeous coffee table in its own right, but I think it's gonna look even better with some styling. So I have a big bag of things from H&M Home, and I picked out a few bits specifically to actually go on this coffee table, and I'm quite excited about it. H&M Home, as we know, are so good for little ceramics and trays and dishes, and these dried flowers as well, which I think you can only get in the stores. You can't order these online, unfortunately. But they do the best range of different dried pieces. Look at these, they're really interesting. They're like, look like corn on the cob. So I'm gonna unbox some of these, show you what I got, and then we can style this coffee table up together. So I got these long stalks, which I'm thinking either I'll cut down or maybe they'll go somewhere else. They might be a bit too long for this table. I don't want it to block anything and be kind of too obtrusive, because it is still a functioning table space. I got these small ones too, which are also very sweet. and cute. I don't know the names of any of these plants or flowers, which is quite disappointing, but they're not pampas grass. I have an overwhelming excess of pampas grass in this house, so we're gonna try and stop that. Okay, let me get some of these out. I actually bought these a little while ago, so I'm not sure exactly what is in each one. Okay, I got this little gold trinket dish, which is very sweet. I got a lot of small little knick-knacky bits and bobs, and then a few larger pieces, which should all work together really well. I'm not the best at styling. Some people can style shelves and tables and things so incredibly. And I'm always, I feel, trying a bit too hard and not grasping the whole concept of it, but I do enjoy it. A teeny tiny little glass pot, which I thought something could stick into. This amazing little pot, which I thought was the perfect height. It's not too tall, and if I put something in here, it still shouldn't be too much. In a really nice, like, speckled ceramic kind of colour. I'm setting these all down on the table, and they're already looking so good. I'm not sure if this will make it onto the table, but I picked it up anyway because I thought it was so cute. This like little jug with handles. I really like the colour of this, like an earthy tone. A candlestick holder in like a black marble. I thought the black marble against this travertine marble would be a really nice contrast. It's got some more gold accents on there too. I was trying not to go for too much gold because I don't have a lot of it in this room, so I think a few little bits like that could be nice. So the candlestick holder is to go along with these. I'm so into tapered candles right now, and you get a little 2-pack like this for, I think it's about £1.99 in H&M, and they have so many colours. I've got these like nude ones, and then also a white too. I go through these quite quickly because I do really like burning them as well as just having them out as ornaments. So I got 2 sets of those, and we'll see which colour. Now that I'm looking at it, I actually quite like the white on this table, but we'll see which colour I think suits best. I got this amazing jug, which I actually might keep for myself for the kitchen. Always looking for jugs and things. I've yet to find the perfect gravy boat, and with Christmas approaching, it's obviously going to be a necessity. And this is like the perfect size for that. Also could look so nice with some flowers in it, or just something sort of stuck in the top there. And then this is just the coolest thing. I wasn't sure about getting this because I thought it might be a bit too big, but I had to. It's actually a candle holder too. I think it's for 4 tapered candles, but it's in a bowl. I thought this looked so much more expensive than it actually was. This was $17.99, and it's like a ceramic, a really nice matte stone ceramic, and so cool. I think it looks nice just with nothing stuck in it. And then I also got a tray. I actually have a smaller version of this, so we'll see which one fits size-wise best. But I wanted something to ground everything. I might put a few books or like a magazine or something underneath, a couple of those. But I thought a tray could also work really well too. I do really like trays on coffee tables because if you need the space, you can just pick this up and put it somewhere else for the time being. So those are all the pieces that I picked up. Let's get to styling these and see how everything looks together. Almost completely forgot the most important piece of the puzzle. Hello everybody, again. I am standing in front of the mirror today because I wanted to share with you some of the things that I picked up in the Black Friday sale. I say some of the things, I literally bought 2 things, I didn't go crazy. And I thought I would try them on with you right now. One of these I'm wearing and one of them I haven't tried, so that's going to be a surprise for both of us. But I literally just trawled my entire flat trying to find some lighting. It's horrendous, really. What is winter? It's about 1 p.m. and it's so dark in here. I can't even see this side of my face. So hopefully you can actually see what I'm showing you. I'm so against turning the lights on in here when I film because it just makes everything look yellow. So that's just something we'll have to move past. But yes, hopefully you can see everything. I'm going to start with the boots that I'm wearing right now. These were actually kind of an early sales purchase. I found a discount code on Harvey Nicholas and I had been waiting for these boots to go down in price for a really long time. They are from Proenza Schouler and they are just a perfect stompy black lace-up boot. I'm wearing them with a pair of straight leg jeans at the moment, so you can't actually see them that well, but I'll pull them up. Coincidentally, if you're looking for a pair of perfect like straight leg, slightly wide jeans, these from Collusion on ASOS are amazing. They are just a perfect shape. But yes, I've got them kind of rolled down over these boots, but they are not the highest. They're definitely ankle boots, but they're not super high. They don't go up to the calf. They just kind of sit at the top of the ankle. And I love the shape of them. They really remind me actually of my Docs. I have the thin leather Docs, which I can never remember the name of, but they really hug the ankle like this, so they're a little bit more slimming than your regular kind of chunky boot, but they still have that really nice stompy clumpiness to them with the soles. They've got this gorgeous white stitching as well, which I think really makes a difference. It's just a nice little detail. And the sole kind of extends out a little bit, so you can really see that detail. Maybe if I show you from above, you can kind of get the idea of how that looks. I absolutely love these. I also think the way they've laced them is so cool, and I'm gonna try and recreate that on some of my other boots. But yes, I am very, very happy with those. So this is the second thing that I got. Like I said, this is the first time I'm trying it on, so we're both seeing this together. This is a coat from a brand called Raey. I was looking on Matches, the Matches fashion sale, and I saw this brand. I think Raey is how you pronounce it. And I am now obsessed. I think they may be my new favourite brand, despite not owning anything from them, except now for this coat. All the pieces they did, the silhouettes, the colours, the textures, just everything was so good. I'm not sure where they're from or where they're based, but they just were made up of real basic pieces, which is what I love to have in my wardrobe. Real simple basic pieces, made well, beautiful things that all work together so well, and I would just love to have an entire wardrobe of. They also had some sequin pieces as well, which I was kind of intrigued by, but I don't really feel like this year is a sequin kind of year. So anyway, this coat, so this was in the sale, and when I bought it I actually thought it was just a regular trench coat, but as soon as I opened the box I realized that it's kind of like a leather. I don't know if it's a faux leather or an actual leather, but it's not what I was expecting. I thought this would be the perfect oversized long line kind of structured trench, which it definitely is, but I'm definitely now thrown by this material. I guess this would make it great for weatherproofing. It's probably going to be easy to wipe down, but the whole shape of this was just what drew me to it. I love the little collar here. There's no details like buttons. It does have a belt, which is in the pocket right now because there's no belt loops, but I kind of just like it as it is. Two things that I always look out for on coats that I've kind of come to realize are my favorite sort of details are drop shoulders, which this has, and these cuffs on the wrist. I really love it when a coat is cuffed, and anything is cuffed really. It just gives a really nice volume in the arm, and it kind of stops a coat looking so simple, especially something that is this basic and plain. It's just a nice extra little detail. My favorite black Zara coat has cuffs on the wrists, and I wear that thing to death. So yes, I ended up getting this coat in, I think, a size larger than I normally would, maybe 2 sizes, because it's the only one that was left. But I do really like it when a trench is oversized, so I kind of feel like it works. If it was smaller, I don't think you'd quite get this volume and this sort of floatiness that I think really makes a trench work and look very classic. So yes, those are my 2 sale purchases. I think I will definitely be keeping both. Actually, the more that I see this on, the more I love it, and I think I definitely will be keeping. that it's darker outside, you can see the tree in all its glory. Isn't she stunning? Stunning. I thought I'd show you some of my ornaments this year, or some of my favorites. So actually this is last year's one. We kind of made it a little tradition to buy a new ornament every year that we spend a Christmas together, me and Joe. So this was our first one from last year because it was our first year and our first Christmas in London. So of course had to get a Big Ben. We actually spent ages looking for this. I think we knew we wanted a Big Ben one, did we? And went to Selfridges and Harrods and Liberty, I think. I think it was Selfridges in the end that we found it, but it was harder than you think finding a Big Ben Christmas ornament in central London. I got this one. This is our ornament for this year, which I thought was incredibly appropriate. It's a house in a bubble. I don't really think we could represent 2020 any better than this. Staying at home, staying in our bubbles. This one actually lights up as well. Let me try and turn it on. There we go. Isn't that cute? So that's our ornament for this year. We did also buy a couple more this year. Let me see if I can find them. We got this, which might be a bit of a love or hate one because it kind of looks a bit creepy, but I think it's adorable. This little glass crab. I bought that in Whitstable, which is one of the only places that we went away this year. I think Whitstable, we went to Suffolk for a few days. So yeah, that was our holiday, a weekend in Whitstable. So that's to commemorate that. I think we got this one too, the dumpling, because I mean, we've eaten a lot. We've eaten a lot of dumplings. Because we've turned into dumplings. Because we've turned into dumplings this year. Couldn't be more accurate. Some of these ornaments are newish. Some of them I've had for years. This one was from a Dior advent calendar a couple of years back. A lot of these are from places like Asda, Wilko, supermarkets in general, just really inexpensive ornaments that I think look beautiful. We've got a couple of little elephant there. I always put these name tags on. We've got one for me, there's one for Moon up here, and one for Joe, which is this one. These I used my little stamping set with, just on some plain tags, which is definitely a lot more budget friendly than buying actual personalised name ornaments. What else do we have on here? I think this might be my favourite Christmas ornament, this little pink glittery Santa. I think this might have been from M&S, and I'm sure I used to have two of them, but there is now just one lone Santa. He is a cutie though, nonetheless. I've also got a little dog, which is the closest dog I could find to Moon. And a few of these are actually super old. This one here used to be on my mum and dad's Christmas tree. I remember putting this on the tree from pretty much the earliest Christmas I can recall. And there's another one too up here, right at the top, which is these two doves. Also so old. Always used to be my mum and dad's Christmas tree, so that's kind of nice and nostalgic. Also the beads. I'm not a tinsel girl. I don't think anybody's really a tinsel kind of tree decorator these days, but I definitely stole these beads from home many years ago. So yeah, that is our tree this year. I have to say she's looking fine. She's looking sparkly. She's living her best life. We didn't put a star on the top, but I kind of like it like that. It's like a naked cake, but a naked tree. What did you just compare our Christmas tree to?
I said it's like a bakewell tart with like the cherry on top.
Okay. Everybody takes the cherry off.
No.
I always take the cherry off.
Eat the cherry first.
No. Could you two be any cozier right now? This dog is a daddy's girl.
Oh, no she's not.
Big one. Big one. Little creep. Little creep. I'm gonna light this today. I got sent this candle by Elemis. It's their Christmas candle. On top of which they also sent me this incredible It's like a little merry-go-round. It's so beautiful. I've wanted one of these just forever. And when you light the candle, oh, there it goes. How amazing. I also love the smell of this candle. It's so good. And it casts like these really pretty lights around the room, which you can see even more if you turn the lights off and just have this candle on. But how stunning and how beautiful is this? I'm not sure if they actually sell them or if it was just a gift, because they did send it to me as part of like a Christmas mailer. But if they do, I'll link it down below, because I think this is so cool and so special. I know I'm sounding like a complete broken record in this vlog probably, but I cannot get over how dark it is. It's the middle of the afternoon and it may as well be nighttime. I can't get over it. Anyway, I've set myself up in a little cozy reading nook, aka my bed. I have to be very comfortable when I'm reading, or I get really distracted. I'm an easily distracted person in general anyway. I find myself off doing various tasks and then remembering I was actually in the middle of something else. That's just who I am. And reading is no exception to that. So I like to sit here. I like to be able to shut the door and kind of get away and just be in a quiet space. I can't have music on, I can't have people talking. I just have to be in the zone. Hopefully I won't end up falling asleep here. That is the only problem, which should be quite detrimental to my reading goals for this year, which is swiftly coming to an end or running out of time. So I'm not going to talk too much about what I'm reading right now. I'll mention the book that I'm reading today, but I am going to do a reading roundup at the end of the year. I'm going to talk about everything I've read, what I got through, what I liked, my favourites and things that I didn't like. So I'll do that by the end of this year. It's probably going to be in the next couple of weeks for you guys. But right now I'm reading The Binding by Bridget. I mentioned this, it's something I picked up more recently in a book haul that I did. So if you're curious what my kind of updated TBR list is, it's all in there. I'll link it up here for you. And they're the kind of couple of books I want to get through in the next few weeks. I'm only 2 away, I think, from my reading goal that I set at the beginning of the year, which is on Goodreads. If you want to follow me on Goodreads, I do always link it down below. My username is just iCovetThee. And yes, so The Binding, I struggled to get into this, and I think it might have been because I was reading it in the bath. I don't know about any of you guys, but I always have to read with my legs tucked up. Is that strange? So when I'm in a spot that I can't do that, I don't know, I just again get very distracted. I'm about, I think, 100 pages into this or so. I've lost my bookmark, so I'll have to refine my spot. But it's a very intriguing story. It definitely draws you in, you want to know more. I had a feeling this would be a very plot driven book, and I think it definitely is. It's got this real kind of intriguing, like spell binding, slightly magical mystery fantasy element to it, which I really enjoy in books, and it's one of the reasons that I wanted to get this and start reading it. So that is what I'll be reading today. I've kind of pre-planned and picked out my next book, which is one of the things I find most exciting about reading. I'm definitely somebody that gets ahead of myself, and I think I am going to read Dune next. It's that time of year where I feel like there's a little bit more downtime, there's more of a chance to really get stuck into something quite chunky and quite epic, and I think Dune definitely fits the bill for that. It's just another world. It's a real built up story with huge otherworldly settings, and a whole line of characters and things to get familiar with. So I feel like now's the time to really get into one of these toothsome kind of books. So yes, that's my next read. I'll definitely try and finish this one though first. Hopefully I'll be able to get through it by the end of the year. If I have a few hours today, maybe I'll finish it off. I do like to read a book in one sitting. I feel like I absorb everything much better that way. So yes, I am probably going to be here for the rest of the day, so I feel like that is a good place to end this vlog for now. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and I will hopefully see you again tomorrow for another video, and during the rest of the week with a few more vlogs and bits to come. So yes, I'm going to leave you guys here, and I will see you then. Bye bye.